Hi, this is Dale O'Shills, pastor of Church of the Redeemer. Thanks for joining me today for our devotional time. We're talking this week about the blessing of God in your life. The psalmist said in Psalm chapter 1, verse 1, "Blessed is the man or the one who does not walk in the step of the wicked, or stand in the way that sinners take, or sit in the company of mockers, but whose delight is in the law of the Lord, and who meditates on his law day and night. That person is like a tree planted by streams of water, which yields its fruit in season, and whose leaf does not wither. Whatever they do prospers." We're talking about the fact that God wants you to be blessed. And the blessing of God in your life, let me just mention a couple of things that really relate to experiencing God's blessing. We talked yesterday about the fact that we must believe that God really does want to bless us. That puts us in a receptive mode. But then we realize that the blessing of God in our life is first and foremost not about our performance. It's not about what you do or your capacity, your acceptability before God. It's something God gives you by grace, no matter how good you are, if you will, and how wonderful you can be in life. And we're going to talk about that in a moment. It's important to realize that every blessing that comes into your life from God is a blessing by His grace. He blesses us because He's good. He blesses us because He wants to bless us out of His mercy, out of His grace, and out of His kindness. Now, the blessings of God are also linked to our choices. That as we make the right choices along the way, we're able to actually experience more of the blessing of God in the sense that we are positioning ourselves to experience what He wants to pour out upon us. It's sort of like, as I've described before, it's like getting under a water spout, and the only way you're going to get wet is if you're under the spout. The same is true oftentimes in our relationship with God. We have to sort of get under the spout by obedience, by doing those things that are right, making the right choices, and then we're in that flow of His grace that brings blessings. Let me encourage you, remember that the blessing of God is about the grace of God in your life. It's also about the choices that you make. Get under the spout where the blessing of God can come out upon your life.